Welcome to the Mystic Fool. I'm Martin Worth, and this is the Mystic Fool. Today's podcast is a doozy. I want to talk about twin flames. It's becoming a thing, and it's not good. Here's a definition. A twin flame involves two people who share the same soul. Once these twin flames meet, this results in an intense magnetic attraction and connection. These individuals share similar past experiences and trauma. Phew. How's that going to work out for you? I'll tell you, badly. Because it's an entrapment. Sorry, guys. How do I know? Because as a healing practitioner, I do have people calling me up with some pretty bad stuff happening to them that's tied in with a spiritual awakening that they had when they set out to find their twin flame, usually via a ceremony of sorts to welcome the twin flame in. Guys, I work with clearing entities, spirits, human, animal and plant, and elemental. And I can guarantee that the best way to get an entity is to invite one in, particularly through ceremony, religious or new age. The entities don't care. You can just call out for one. It's that easy. Okay, you can hold ceremonies, but do it correctly. Be aware of the dangers. Keep yourself sovereign. And don't call things in. So let's look at the twin flame movement. They say that you have a soul half that's needed to make you whole. And if that's true, you'd expect that once these twin souls unite, that you're good for life. But not so. Proponents declare that twin flames can separate permanently, can stop feeding each other's needs, etc. If I am a half and I find my other half of my soul, then come on, it's done. I'm complete. I'm not going to get the shits with my other part and cut it off, am I? But apparently you can with twin flames. You can cut the cords. You can fall out. You can have a crappy time. That's not what you'd expect from a spiritual union of two matched souls. So I call this out as being spiritual BS. Google twin flame destroyed my life. You'll see a lot of stories there. And you can buy twin flame packs as well on the internet. They've got cards and stamps and stuff for your twin flame ceremony. It's a bit of a con. Apparently there's money in the twin flame business. Okay, that's enough sarcasm. And I hope I haven't offended anybody. But seriously, guys, this twin flame thing. Look, most of us want a happy connection with another person, a soulmate, perhaps. Of course we do. It's nice. It's lovely. It's what we want, But the thing with the twin souls is that it's not how it works. If you made an agreement in a past life or in between lives to come to this reality in this time, space, dimension and meet another soul because that's your soulmate and this has been foretold and agreed, then it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Because it's being agreed on. All agreements are valid through all time and space, through all eternity, until brought to a close by fulfillment or by change. But the thing with the twin flames, okay, let's look at it. You are a soul. You are whole. You are a spark of divine consciousness. You don't just have half of you. The longing that you may feel for a partner is real. They are also a whole soul, hopefully. And other than the human need, desire for a partner, there's no other half of you. It can feel that way, but that's how love feels. Let's be real about it. Okay, there's two entrapments. One is a physical entrapment and one is a spiritual entrapment. With the physical entrapment, many twin flame connections, as they say, if you Google it, are with another person who had a shared trauma. They're damaged. If you're also damaged, as you must be if you have a shared trauma, you will feel drawn to them because you're resonating at the same frequency with the trauma. And you know what happens when you put two traumas together? It doesn't make a whole. It makes a whole lot of mess. We've probably, most of us had relationships like that. If you're on the same frequency, you'll feed that trauma. What you need is some healing. Before you get stuck with someone who resonates at your level of trauma. The concept of the twin flame seeks to make it okay to be attracted with someone with shared trauma. And I tell you that it's not. You can guarantee that, it's a strong draw. And that's why there's so much divorce. That's why there's domestic violence. Being very general here, guys, that's one level of entrapment with twin flames. On a spiritual level, you're calling stuff in. Quote, I open myself up to receive my twin flame, is often where it starts. And then, quote, I received a spirit guide. At first they helped me. Then they started to make demands, waking me in the night, voices, bad thoughts, etc. Okay, I can tell you from my experiences that there are a host of entities, interdimensional and earthbound souls who are longing for a chance to connect. That's how it works. The soul energy, or spirits that are often called of a person who has died and is not ready to move on, is wandering the halls looking desperately for a connection, for a cuddle, for a friendly resonance, for a body. If you provide a frequency that resonates with them, and through some form of ceremony, it doesn't have to be a big one either, you call them in, or call anything in, you stand a good chance of attracting such an entity. And thus with twin flames, sharing trauma. Hey, look, once it's in, that's the spiritual awakening feeling. All of a sudden a bliss. Hey, there's a poor disembodied spirit walking the halls, not knowing that it's dead yet, desperately needing a cuddle and some love. It's going to feel good when that spirit comes in and loves you back. And it's going to make itself comfortable. And then it's going to want things to be the way that it likes it. You know, the spirit guide starts to make demands. Often, the trauma of death of the spirit becomes manifest, and it can be manifest through physical and emotional symptoms and trauma. And that's bad enough, but it can also lead to such things as suicide, coincidental death of the host, which in some cases is identical to the death of the invading spirit. But luckily, these symptoms can be alleviated with proper healing and the entity can be removed by a specialised healing practitioner. Okay. Whew. Not my usual fun podcast, I know. So where did the twin flame concept come from? It can be traced back to the 5th century BC. According to Greek mythology, humans originally had a head with 2 faces, 2 pairs of arms and 2 pairs of legs. However, Zeus feared that their power was too powerful, and he split them into 2 separate parts. And these pairs spend their whole lives in search of the other half. That's credible. Sorry. There's a woman called Elizabeth Clare Prophet who coined the term twin flame in the 1970s. Prophet is the leader and founder of an international New Age religious organisation called the Church Universal and Triumphant, CUT. She also published the book Soulmates and Twin Flames, The Spiritual Dimension of Love and Relationships. The Church Universal and Triumphant were actually a cult. The Prophet's predictions claimed that nuclear war was imminent, and so they established a community where they built a series of underground fallout shelters. In March 1990, church members hid within these shelters in response to Prophet's announcement that a nuclear attack on the US was about to occur. As Prophet began suffering from Alzheimer's disease in the 1990s, there was a reorganisation in the church which saw a significant decline in membership and various groups splintering off. The CUT taught that the Ascended Masters' plans to keep perfect human society were being thwarted by dark forces, among whom they included the communists and other left-wing activists, the federal government, mainstream religions, and extraterrestrials. Okay, I can buy into a couple of those, but come on. A Millennium Group, it held that the global build-up of negative karma would result in an apocalyptic catastrophe that they predicted would occur in 1990. That's not the kind of energy you want to attract, folks. So, twin flames. If you've got trauma, find someone to clear it. Get clear of your trauma before you walk into a relationship, especially if you find a twin flame soul who has similar trauma. Unfortunately, guys, it's not going to end well. I see this as being an interesting ploy to make people unhappy. Yeah, sorry. But if you're looking for a partner or looking to improve your relationship, the only person you can really work on is you. Become happy, become clear. Be whole. You don't need another half soul to make you whole. You are whole. You are perfect, just as you are. Blessings, lots of love, be well. And the next one will be a little more cheery. If this resonated with you, let me know. If this triggered you, let me know. You can contact me at healing, that's healing, HEALING, at martinworth.com. Let me know. Because if you're triggered by this, there's something for you to clear. And I would be very happy to help you, have a conversation with you. to see what you can do to become happy, to become clear, and to live the life you love.